The UK government has banned the social media app TikTok from their phones. It comes amid security concerns because TikTok is owned by a Chinese company. There have been claims that the data of TikTok users could be passed on to the Chinese government, an allegation the company strongly denies. Well, the Prime Minister, Rishi Sunak, has been under pressure from some MPs to follow the United States and the European Commission in banning the app from government devices. Here's the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, Oliver Dowden, announcing the move in the House of Commons.
Mr. Speaker, this is a precautionary move. We know that there is already limited use of TikTok across government, but it is also good cyber hygiene. Given the particular risk around government devices which may contain sensitive information, it is both prudent and proportionate to restrict the use of certain apps, particularly when it comes to apps where a large amount of data can be stored and accessed.
Oliver Dowden speaking in the House of Commons earlier. Well, our technology reporter Shona McCallum joins us now. So as we've said, this has been mounting for some time, the pressure to do this. What's tipped the balance?
Well, I think just that pressure. You see the US coming out and saying that they don't want government officials, federal officials, to have TikTok on their phones. We've seen the European Commission and Council say the same thing, and then the Belgian and Dutch governments as well. So I think there's this worldwide issue between the West and China, and these concerns that, you know, if Maxine, you and I have our phones and we've got TikTok on them, we've got our emails, we've got our contacts, we've got our geodata, and is that going into TikTok, and then is that being fed back to Chinese government? What can Beijing do with it? There's a law that was passed in 2017 in China which says that tech companies must comply with the Communist Party. So if they were to ask for the data from people all across the world, that could happen. And the concern is, what could that do? What would that mean? What Chinese powers would they have if they were to access this kind of secure information that's on government ministers' phones?
So these are state institutions at the moment, national and international institutions that are taking this move. What about the idea of banning us, the members of the public, from having it?
Well, I've been speaking to TikTokers, and these are the ones that are living and breathing the app. It's a really fun app. People are on there for hours a day. And to be honest with you, they're not too bothered. The ones I've spoken to haven't really taken heed of whether or not the governments or institutions globally are really looking at this. Will the UK government's move today be the one that trickles down? I'm not entirely sure. I think if we were to have a ban on the app completely, that would be a different story. But it doesn't look like it just now. The concerns really are about secure information and about governments and institutions, and also these apps can be allowed on personal phones because, of course, politicians are connecting to the electorate on TikTok. The former Health Secretary Matt Hancock is very popular on there, and the Securities Minister, Energy Securities Minister Grant Shapps as well has said today he'll continue to use it on his personal phone. So I think it's an issue for politicians to work out if they want to be on the app, but certainly for the average TikToker, I don't think it's going to make any difference just yet.
And news organisations too are recognising the value of TikTok. I mean, the BBC's a case in point.
That's right. We've been growing our TikTok for the last year since the war in Ukraine. We felt that it was important to get onto TikTok to connect and also to dispel a lot of the misinformation that's out there. But of course, a Danish broadcaster took the step to say journalists shouldn't be on it. Whether or not the BBC and others make moves, the NHS perhaps, will they make moves to say don't have TikTok? We'll have to wait and see.
We will. Shona McCallum, thank you very much.